if I can tell you this, because I feel that I can, I think you very much try to understand where I'm coming from. So, like, this whole thing with and not paying the alimony, and I want you to know, like, it's like I'm in this fabulous dorm and everything, but I just have nothing in my drawer but rust and the old newspapers that the previous girl left. And if would be paying me something, or at least, just something, I would have something in my drawer. And it's just, like, out of $61,000, I'm supposed to settle for what he's trying to throw at me or nothing? Just I was out in the real world in a real car and saw, like, fast food places and just life happening. And just, it's very frustrating. So I just don't feel like walking on crying all the time. I don't know how much more of this I can take.
Folks, we've seen the interrogation. We've seen the court case, the bizarre court case. We've seen this woman cycle through attorney after attorney after attorney, judge after judge. We've seen her write notes. We've seen her write Bibles and send them over to the legal side to try to get her way. We've seen all types of things, but we've never had a real conversation with the one and only Sarah Boone. You know what I mean? And it was always a desire of mine just to see how she converses with somebody one-to-one. We've heard the videos, we've seen the little snippets, but we've never seen Sarah Boone in all her glory. Uncut, raw Sarah. Because, of course, when she's in court, she's going to carry herself a type of way. When she's in the interrogation room, she's going to carry herself a type of way. We've never seen Sarah Boone just talk. Uncut Sarah. Until today, ladies and gentlemen. Until today. Holy shit, we have some things to talk about. First and foremost, I got to shout out the source, man. Hear me out. Okay, make sure you go check them out. I'm going to put it up on the screen, all that stuff. Hear Me Out has leaked recorded phone calls of Sarah Boone. Okay, also shout out Jumpsuit Pablo. Jumpsuit Pablo was the first creator that I noticed with this information. Okay, now we're about to listen to this first phone call. Sarah Boone is in jail, locked up, prison. Okay, and she's on the phone with somebody complaining about her custody battle for her child. Again, she's in jail for red rum. She's in jail for killing her boyfriend, and she feels like the system is doing her wrong because she might lose the chance to ever see her son. Even the fact that there's a possibility in this world, Sarah Boone should be grateful for. But again, Sarah Boone is Sarah Boone. She can't be thankful for anything. We are about to attend the biggest pity party that you have ever seen, probably since that one R. Kelly interview.
This is not me, y'all. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this.
Okay, you are about to hear someone who has not learned her lesson. Oh, she is mad. Oh, I wish I could have regular people food and fast food. And, oh, you better, if my husband doesn't let me see my son, he better wish he never sees me again. I mean, listen, she's going off. She's snapping at the mouth. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, y'all don't want to hear me. You want to hear her. Let's go ahead and check this thing out, man. Lock yourselves in. It's going to be an interesting series.
Hey, Sarah.
Hey, sorry, I just got back literally like 5 minutes ago, and I wanted to try and get a chance to call you. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. What's going on? You all right?
I was outside in the real world for like however many hours, and it's just heartbreaking.
You what? Say it again, Sarah. What happened?
Nothing. I'm fine. I was out in the real world in a real car and saw like fast food places and just life happening and just.
Now I'm gonna pause it right there, man. I'm gonna pause it right there. AG, stop pausing the video. Shut up. Shh. Okay. Listen, that is grade A. That's technique 1 manipulation. Listen, we're 40 seconds into this call, and you can already feel the type of person Sarah Boone is. Let's reverse this. Let's back this up and let's take it play by play. She mumbles something out. I'm just so sad that. What'd you say, Sarah? Oh, nothing. He doesn't pry. She said, oh, nothing, so he doesn't pry further. There's a silence. And then she continues saying, well, if I only had real food and if I was driving around in the real world and I was in my car and everything. So, man, listen, that's a red flag right there. Somebody who's always pity me is going to be a cancer to your life. I promise you, bro. Sarah Boone is exactly that. But anyways, let's keep this thing going. But I'm talking off the bat, she's trying to emotionally manipulate somebody. Like, girl, just tell me what you want to tell me and let's get this thing going. Apparently, this person is attempting to help her in some type of way. We'll get into that further.
Yeah, what's going on? You all right?
I was outside in the real world for like however many hours, and it's just heartbreaking.
You what? Say it again, Sarah. What happened?
Nothing. I'm fine. Just I was out in the real world in a real car and saw like fast food places and just life happening, and just it's very frustrating. So I just don't feel like walking on crying all the time. Just I don't know how much more of this I can take. So they don't know when they could do my surgery. They think it'll be months, so I don't know.
They don't know when they can do the surgery. Okay. How does that? Who does the scheduling? The hospital or the jail, or they do it together?
Well, it has to be approved by Tallahassee, which means that the surgeon told me everything, exactly what's going to happen, and then he said he has to send it to Tallahassee. Tallahassee has to approve it, and it can take up to 7 months to a year. So I don't know. It's just another thing with a question mark over my head to worry about. So.
Okay.
And then they moved me out of the dorm. So I'm really stressing about that.
They moved you out of the place you got moved to?
No, they will though when I have my surgery.
Oh, you won't.
Listen, I have to tell you this on top of everything else. Like, my pretrial is May 28th, 60 days from when I originally did all of this. So I have to wait 60 more days. Still hasn't put in the application, and it's killing me.
So what she's talking about here is the pretrial. I believe she's talking about the pretrial to be able to see her son. So this is a separate case to where she's in jail for what she did, for killing Torres, but now she's fighting for the son. At this point, give it up, girl. Give it up. But this is the exact type of vibe I expected from Sarah. Pity me, pity me. You notice how she goes from, I wish I had fast food. I wish I was driving. Oh, I wish I could get this surgery sooner. I'll tell you one thing. This is, from what we already understand, this is a performative ass woman. Okay? Who knows if she even needs that surgery? I know a lot of inmates, they die to go to the sick bay. Better food. You don't have to worry about violence in your cell. There's a whole bunch of different reasons to why you would want to go to a sick bay or maybe get shipped out for a little bit to an actual hospital that's not prison. Listen, I'm not buying that for a second. You know what I mean? These are the type of people, and we all know that person. Hey, how you doing, buddy? How you doing, bro? It's been a little while. Well, my dog died, and my mom is, she's not doing too good, and I've been depressed lately. We're over here trying to get brunch. That's the type of person Sarah is. She's going to try to trauma dump as much as possible just to make you feel bad to help her. I can only imagine the emotional manipulation she was doing with Jorge, but let's continue.
That he won't put the application in.
I always call him Jorge. His name is actually George because I hear his family call him George all the time. So that was my bad.
But he doesn't. Does he have to or no? Because you put the contempt in, and then
the application hasn't put in the application, and it's killing me. Originally did all of this. So I have to wait 60 more days. Still hasn't put in the application, and it's killing me. Like, it's killing. That he won't put the application in.
But he doesn't. Does he have to or no? Because because you put the contempt in, and then they put a continuance in.
What are you talking about? I'm talking about my son's visitation application to come see me.
I don't think he wants to see you. I don't think he wants to.
Right, but I know that he's stopped following his modification.
Say anywhere, though, that I'm not allowed to see him. And phone calls and everything, there's nothing like that in there. It's just stupid alimony and just, like...
I thought that, didn't he say that he wants full custody and to end all your custody rights? Which would then change all the visitation?
That doesn't change visitation. It's his choice. Nothing's been set in stone, and he won't let me see my son, and I swear to God, like, he better hope he doesn't ever see me in person, because this is really killing me, and I just want to see him, and he wants to see me really bad, and just...
Man, listen, I'll tell you one thing. He better hope that he doesn't see her in real life. He better hope, because he might end up in a suitcase. You know, fuck it. Maybe next time she'll upgrade, he'll end up in a stove. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Like, and I believe her. She is an unstable motherfucker. I used to think when Sarah Boone completely detoxed, off the booze, she would be a different person. She's insufferable regardless. Sarah Boone is insufferable sober and drunk. It just elevates to a level 10 when she's drunk, bro. And I'm pretty sure she probably has some type of substance she could use while she's in jail because she seems like she's all over the place. But anyway, this shit is crazy. She's outright threatening her husband or her ex while she's fighting to, you know, have the ability to see her kid. Like, how does that make sense? You're on a recorded line and you're saying, oh, he better not see me in prison. He better not see me in person. That's a crazy bitch right here, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm really going crazy. Like, I really am going crazy.
Oh, I believe it.
Really going crazy.
Why does it say we only have 1 minute?
Because it's my stupid 5-minute free phone call that I didn't know about, and otherwise I would have given it to somebody. So, just...
Can you call me back?
I have to wait 30 minutes.
Okay, well, give me a call back in 30 minutes. Sarah, I hate hearing you like this, but just remember, it's gonna pass. And you know, there's gonna be brighter days. You're gonna have days like this, and it's okay to be sad.
I walk around crying all the time.
Aww.
I'm going out of my mind.
Man, Sarah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that your murderous ass has to walk around crying all the time. All the time. And you know, it's people like this in the world that really piss me off, man, because it's like, it shows that you really never went through nothing for real. If you really think you're the main character in this life, it's crazy. You feel like you can just cry and sob and weep and all your problems go away. It don't work that way. You have grown women, late 40s. I don't know how old she is now. Late 40s, early 50s, a grown woman thinking that she could just cry her way out of this shit. It's over, Sarah. Bro is over here talking like, yeah, well, there'll be better days. Don't worry. We'll figure this out. No, you got life in prison. You got it. Think about that. There's people who get away with all types of shit. You know, they'll do a murder. They'll get 15 years. They'll get 10. They'll get parole, shorter time. You got life in prison. And the reason she got that serious of a charge, I feel like, is because of how bizarre you killed this man. You let him slowly suffocate. But no, you're over here like, oh my God, I don't know how much longer I can take this. You gonna take it till you die. Shit, like I said this months ago, go find the girlfriend. Go find the sweetheart. That's the best outcome for you.
Call you back at 30. Don't let it hang up on us, okay?
Okay, you got it. Bye-bye.
Hello, this is a prepaid call from...
Sarah? Yes, I have been transferred to the Annex. ANNEX.
Okay.
I'm in P1, Papa Dorm. Tell them Papa Dorm, P1. My bunk number is... And if I can tell you this, because I feel that I can, I think you very much try to understand where I'm coming from. So, like, this whole thing with and not paying the alimony, and I want you to know, like, it's like
Oh,
I'm in this fabulous dorm and everything, but I just
oh, she's a bitch. I already know where this is going. Fuck, this is like from beyond the grave type shit, but instead she's affecting you from beyond the wall. I already know where this is going. Well, she said it already. It's not like we have alimony. Man, if I don't go to the judge so quick and tell him you better cut that shit out, alimony for what? Man, listen, this is a felon. There's got to be a reason to where I don't have to send her alimony no more. She's in this fabulous dorm. That's what she said. She's in this fabulous dorm. He needs to fund her lifestyle. That's what that shit is. Hold on, let me back that up. Imagine having such a bitch of an ex-wife that she's in prison for the rest of her life, and she's still begging you for money. And she's trying to, man, shit, fuck you. And I understand why he's not filling out the paperwork for her to see her kid. Why would I do that? Hold on, let's back this up. Fabulous dorm. Hold on, let's play this back.
and it's like I'm in this fabulous dorm and everything, but I just have nothing in my drawer but rust and the old newspapers that the previous girl left.
Okay.
And if be paying me something, or
Okay.
at least, just something,
Uh-huh.
I would have something in my drawer. And
Yeah.
it's just like out of $61,000, I'm supposed to settle for what he's trying to throw at me or nothing. Like, I could have been living comfortably.
Yeah.
That's a conniving bitch right there. Oh my God. I don't wish this upon anybody. Maybe my enemies. Holy shit. Imagine having a leech stuck onto you years into your future. I could be living comfortably. I'm in this fabulous dorm. I could be living comfortably. I mean, he should be giving me $61,000. I could have all the commissary I want. Man, she could have all the cheese that she wants. Apparently she was hoarding cheese like a fucking psychopath. Wow, bro. Man, see, this is what makes me scared to get married.
Like, shaky and, dysfunctional and just...
Have you thought about sending him a letter and him and his attorney and saying, hey...
I'm not doing that. I'm not surrendering ever.
Okay. All right.
Ooh.
If it were, Sarah, like...
I mean...
Yeah, and I'm not...
She's a scornful one, she is. Oh, yeah, she is. Oh, yes.
Trying to persuade you one way or the other. I'm just being your friend and telling you kind of what I think. I would be concerned that you could go through this trial and you could walk away with nothing.
What do I have now? Hey, what do I have now?
True.
That trial is going to cost him a lot of time and a lot of money. So...
And they're trying to throw me out of $61,000, $6,000. $6,000 out of $61,000.
How do you know that number?
Because it's in the amended, supplicated, whatever it is.
What do you think you would settle for?
I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. I know he's a piece of shit, and he's bitter, and he's...
I don't have a crystal ball. You feel the bitchiness, right? Listen, I'll tell you this. The only reason she's not completely bitched out toward the individual talking to her is because he's trying to help her, and that's probably one of her only lifelines in there. But the bitchiness is coming out. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. I could see the face she's making too. This shit's crazy, bro. Man, you better take that $6,000 because I would have went to court and lost $30,000+ just to give you nothing. I would have spent that money happily to that lawyer. Have it. Take your family out to eat. Get your wife a new ring. Take my money because this bitch is not getting shit. I would have gave her that much. Shit, we could go to court for as long as you want, sweetheart. I'm free. I could keep making money. You, on the other hand...
angry, and he's sad that he has to live an adult male life now, but I don't know. I don't even know. He never even would try to...
Wait. Let me back that up.
I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. I know he's a piece of shit, and he's bitter, and he's angry, and he's sad that he has to live an adult male life now.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't even know. He never even would try to explain to me the $6,000 and the number that he came up from that.
I mean, does it hurt? I mean, if you came up with a number, like say if you know they say he said 6,000, so if you went back and said no, I want
10,000.
12,000 or 20,000, right? And I know that's I'm just throwing that number out there. Let's just say you said yes, I would take 20,000 to not have to deal with this and have definitive security for the foreseeable future till I can get out of here, right? I mean, I don't see.
I love how this guy's optimistic as fuck, man. Shout him out. Whoop, whoop. Optimistic than a motherfucker. What are you talking about when you get out? Man, she not getting out. She not getting out. I'd be surprised if she got out.
How it could hurt by just sending him a note, and I could also send it to his attorney saying, hey, like, look, we're asking,
It's still the same thing. It's still the same thing. What you're trying to do is you're trying to get me to surrender. And
I'm not trying to get you to surrender. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't hurt you to ask for what you would.
That's what mediation is for, and that's what I was trying to do. So
right, but they're not giving you mediation. So all I'm suggesting is, do you need a mediator? You don't need a mediator to send him a letter and just say, hey, look, I don't want to go through this. You shouldn't have to go through it either. Because it's been through enough. We've been through enough. Save your money on the lawyers, and this is what I'm willing to settle for. But if you don't want to do it, that's
okay.
Just
hold on one second. I know, and I'm being respectful of what you're telling me. I understand. It's constructive criticism, and my ears are open. But my thing is, though, you weren't on the call with me for the hearing, but, they make it seem like is standing there, with his gnawing on the tips of his fingertips with tears in his eyes streaming down his face, settled, worried out of his mind and, just a blob of, insecurity and sadness. What does know about any of this? Is not in any of this. That's why I don't understand why people keep bringing up. He's got nothing to do with it. He just does what Dad tells him to do and then calls it done. Brett just asks if he can come see Mom. Why haven't you filled out my application? And his response always is, I'll get to it when I get to it. So if anybody...
See, so she's vengeful. She doesn't even want it for the money. I think what she's explaining to him is like, yeah, I understand I could get $20,000 and I could probably end this right now, but I hate him. So I'm not going to back down and I'm going to make it miserable. Either he's going to spend money on lawyers or he's going to spend money on me. I'm going to get that $61,000. He's not even letting me see my son. And why would he? Why would he? So his son could become an alcoholic by proxy? I don't even know if that's real. Shit, he might just go close to her and just turn into a fucking alcoholic at the ripe age of 13, drinking Four Locos and shit. We don't want him around you. It's almost like letting your kid hang out with your crackhead uncle who's been smoking crack for the past 15 years. I'm not going to let him hang out with him too often. He could come over to the house for Thanksgiving, but that's pretty much it. Fuck you talking about? Alcoholic? And I mean, damn, and people struggle with it, but scorn to her. That's all I'm going to say, because she let the alcohol consume her and speak to her mind to let him stay in that suitcase. I've gotten shit-faced so many times in my life, and I've never once thought to zip somebody in the suitcase that I didn't like. Never crossed my mind.
Doing anything to him, it's if he throws his crumbs and his peanuts at me, ain't gonna make nothing different.
Whether knows it or not, it's just that's kind of neither here nor there. It's I was just saying that as a way to kind of say, like, how would you approach them? And that would be the way to approach them, is to say, like, the way I would put it is like, that money and time that we'd be spending on a trial should be going toward our son.
Type shit.
You do realize that his parents have furnished fully this entire everything, including his attorney, right? It's not a cent out of his back pocket. He works a part-time job, if he has a job at all ever, because of the phenomenal amount of money that he has.
And
he's destitute, right? And he's destitute, and he's working 3 jobs, and he wants to make sure that Lucas is put on a pedestal and treated like the young man that he is. It's a bunch of shit.
That's not the only argument. The other argument is they're saying like you don't need it.
Exactly. Exactly. And this is an argument that's first thing that crossed my mind. Listen, the reason they limit your commissary is so that you don't live like a king in jail. I think they limit it to like $300 a week or every 2 weeks. It's a limited amount of money. So if you're P. Diddy, well, I don't know. Let's not use P. Diddy because I don't know what he might have a crazy different situation. But if you have some money and you're in jail and you're doing like 15 years and you have all the money in the world to live like a king, you still only max out at a certain level of money. You can't just invest $1,000 this week and just buy the whole store. You can't do that. Obviously, that would cause problems. You don't need that money. 6,000 will do you just fine. You'll probably croak before it runs out. But let's continue.
Right.
And your argument is, well,
I could have had my car. I could have had my effing storage unit. Oh, speaking of which, before I forget, please, did you get my durable power of attorney yet?
I have not received that yet. No.
You've checked your mail?
Yeah.
Okay. And then also, I was thinking about this shackled and in pain from my wrist. You should see my wrists, how cut up they are from them putting the damn handcuffs on me for 8 hours too long. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do for this financial affidavit? What am I supposed to do? Because I'm the one who tried to initiate it, and it seems like it was. And so now, how do I do my part and make sure that he's doing his? The judge ordered both of us to submit a financial affidavit.
Oh, okay. Well, I think your financial affidavit is basically just saying exactly what you have. You know, it's just basically saying.
There's an actual legal document for it. We had to do it during my divorce.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's probably pretty simple thing to.
Oh yeah, she's finna chase him away too. Wow, man. We really are creatures of habit. It's kind of a beautiful thing to see, and I try to break up my habits, man, because I am a creature of habit. And it's like we gotta break the cycle sometimes because she is stuck in the cycle of being a bitch. Can't help herself. Couldn't do it if she tried. You know what I'm saying? She cuts him off. She makes him feel like an idiot. She talks over him. That's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Even when earlier on in the call, she said, you know, the whole thing about the financial blah, blah, blah that came in the mail. Did you get the mail yet? He's like, no, I haven't seen it yet. Did you check it? Yes. And then there's like a pause. That's her trying to simmer down because he's helping her. She really wants to snap at him at every second. It's crazy, bro. She's going to push this guy away too.
Find online, and the short answer for you is going to be a bunch of zeros, right? I mean, you don't have anything.
But my thing is, so too, something that the judge is supposed to supply, like when is he submitting his? Like, this is how it's very difficult for me, and it makes me so anxiety-filled frustration.
That's so sad.
It's something where, you know, somebody needs to instruct me on how to do this, and, like, how will I know when Brian submitted his? Can you go on the clerk of the court's website and see at least what's been submitted? I mean, I know, hopefully people can't open them like you, and I believe you could because you're my durable power of attorney, but can you see what's been filed? Like, if he submitted it? I'm going to do it today, if not tomorrow. But you have to understand, I have no stamps.
She's been bitching about stamps since like 2 years ago. She talks like a motor mouth too. I don't know why so many people were fucking with this girl. She must have had something good, man, because holy shit, to stick around with this, man, it makes me think about Kurt Cobain, bro. It makes me think about all the things he did and the stuff, the way he went. It makes me feel like doing that because holy shit, I can't imagine coming home from work and she's just thing after thing after thing after thing. And I'm so anxiety filled. And can you do this? And can you do that? Did you check the mail? Are you sure? And she's drunk. Add that little spice on top of it. You just came home from work. Shit is crazy, bro. I had a girlfriend one time. Funny story. It's not even like that much of a story. When I would come home from work, I was like probably 24. Yeah. I'd come home from work in my little shitty Honda, and I'd just sit in the car for 20 minutes. I'd just sit there. I'm right in front of the house too. Maybe a couple blocks up the way. I just sit there. And it only took me until a little bit later to realize that I was fighting for my life, bro. Shit. That was my only piece. I didn't have it. My ex was not like Sarah Boone, but she had some of the traits. We didn't work out. Let's just say that. Imagine this, though. Anyways.
When I tell you,
Miss Fox.
I have old newspapers and rust in my drawer. I have nothing to even trade somebody. But nonetheless, so you can see me. Like,
Yeah,
I
totally.
need something in my life, or otherwise I'm going to go effing insane. I can't explain it to you, and I'm really trying to keep it together. But after today, and a taste of what real life is out there, and to see everybody, you know, functioning normally and everything,
Yeah.
it's very difficult for me, and I'm trying very hard to keep it together.
But what did you see? You saw like people walking around.
Everything.
Yeah.
Traffic, you know, people working. The office that I was in was like the office that I worked at, and I was thinking that I could do all of this that the one girl was doing, and just, it's, you know,
What
me being
hospital?
able to see Lucas. It's
What?
not a hospital. It was a doctor's office. Oh, can you look him up for me? His name is Seaborn Hunt. Just sometime when you have 5 minutes, just look him on the internet to see if he's got semi-decent reviews, please. His name is Seaborn. First name is Seaborn. His last name is Hunt. Hunt.
That's a pretty cool name.
And I have to tell you too, like, everything reminds me of like, everything reminds me of and it's like the devil, man.
She's talking about her son, I think.
Like, everything reminds me of so it's just, you know what it is? It's like,
You notice how she stops?
has to go in his room away.
She's not even real crying. Excuse me. She's not even real crying. She's like, I just always think of blank. I just always think of blank. You know what happened the other day also? It's like her emotions are just... That's how her emotions go. I don't even know if she's faking it. I really think she's just a crazy bitch. Like, she's just... You know, that's not the official word for some of the mental issues that people go through. But I always just characterize it as crazy bitch syndrome. And that's what she got. 100%. Shit's crazy.
From in order to talk to me. And then yesterday, I called and we had a really good conversation. And he's like, Mom, call me back in 30 minutes. So then my stupid self called back in 30 minutes and nobody answered. So I called and then I called and I called and I called for like 6 hours afterwards. And nobody answered. So, like, I don't know what's going on or why they did that, but I'm pretty sure was like, you know, you don't have to answer the phone. So it's a lot.
She going through it.
This is encouraging him that he doesn't have to answer the phone, so he didn't over a 6-hour period. You guys don't get it when I tell you this, and I'm so tired, and God bless you. I'm so fucking tired of I told you so moments. I know how vindictive and vicious is and can be, especially with money and parents and resources behind him. So I know that this is what he's doing. He's probably encouraging, so just don't pick the phone up. You know you don't have to. There's nothing she can do about it.
Well, okay, hold on. I will say this. If he's telling the child that, if he's saying, son, you don't have to pick up the phone, there's nothing she could do about it, and the kid doesn't pick up the phone, that means the kid don't want to talk to you. Like, if my mom was in jail and my dad said, hey, son, like, you know, you really don't have to call her, I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. And then I would fucking call her. You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't really make sense to me. If your kid wants to talk to you, I don't think it's like your parents have a bit of like, what's the word? A bit of authority over you to try to like hinder you from doing it. But if the kid really wants to see call the parent and it's court ordered, they could call the parent. So it just sounds like the kid don't want to talk to you, Sarah. Shit's crazy. And I don't even think she's crying right now. She's just putting her voice high pitch. She's not even really crying for real.
You don't understand how vindictive is.
Yeah.
The things that he has said to me on the phone, the things that he has said to me on the phone in front of how he used to make me feel when I was married to him, his entire family.
Because you're an
And now I'm in
alcoholic piece of
prison,
shit.
where they can all clap and do backflips and double high-five each other. God, he spent $2,000 on a fucking bidet. Do you understand that? Because he can't wipe his ass properly, he bought a bidet. And then nonetheless, his bathroom was so filthy, he put it in bathroom. And I'll never forget like, Mom, I hate that he uses my bathroom when he has his own bathroom and won't clean it, and nonetheless bought a bidet that hated. $2,000 on a bidet, but couldn't pay me alimony? Not even 20.
You know, it's funny. You know, it's real funny though. I bet you she could spend $2,000 on a couple of weekends of liquor, but we won't bring that part up. We won't bring all that up. You know what I'm saying? Why bring up the past, right? I'm sure Sarah could blow $2,000 in a weekend, but at least you had a good time, right? So it was worth it. Shit, let my man get his bidet. And why the fuck can't he wipe his ass properly? Like, what's that all about? Listen, I have questions. Will they be answered? I'm not sure yet. Let's continue.
$5. Hell, give me 15. Just throw me something. But he bought a bidet. And then told me about it.
Does how much does his parents give him a year?
Between $250,000 and $500,000.
A year?
That's not real. That's not real. This bitch
how
is
does
crazy.
that-
Why do you think I stayed married to him for so long?
How does that money come?
Stocks and bonds.
He's gonna have to.
It's old money. Why do you think I've been...
You see how she overtalks him? Let me back that up one more time. She overtalk. This guy's gonna stop fucking with her. He's gonna stop fucking with her very soon. Shit is crazy. She overtalks him every single time because you know why? She feels like she knows what you're about to say. This man is not getting $250,000 to $500,000 a year from his parents. Sarah, whatever drugs you're on in there, stop doing them. They're making your brain a little loopy.
Between $250,000 and $500,000.
A year? How does that?
Why do you think I stayed married to him for so long?
How does that money come?
Stocks and bonds.
See how she overtalks
He's
him?
gonna have to.
It's old money.
See how she overtalks him? She's a cunt.
Why do you think I've been seriously adamant about this financial affidavit and then his bank statements for the last 5 years of everything that he paid for? Unless he has an $8,800 Uber Eats credit card that almost pushed him into bankruptcy. Do you understand that also? Uber Eats.
But how is he?
$1,000.
But Sarah, how is he getting $250,000 and $500,000 a year, and he's getting pushed into bankruptcy? That doesn't make any sense.
Because he...
Jesus, I was about to say that myself. You know what I mean? Listen, that means he's made $2 million in the span of 4 years, right? Theoretically. Or say it was a bad couple of years, he made like $1 million in the span of a couple of years. You would not even, you would probably damn near forget the name of your son by the time he was done with you. You would never see him again. He would have such high power attorneys. You wouldn't even be able to have these calls about him. You wouldn't even be able to look in the direction of your son. He would have had you erased from the situation with that much money. What are you smoking? She's a tweaker, bro. I'm telling you, on the liquor or off the liquor, this bitch is a tweaker. How the fuck is he making $500K a year, but his Uber Eats card of $8,000 pushed him into bankruptcy?
He lied in the marital, whatever the fuck it is, and then threw whatever $10,000, $12,000 at my ass to buy me out of the house, and then for the $330,000 that we spent, he got $500,000, $600,000 for it, and then had to get a whole other mortgage on the new house that they're living in now. All of this, everything that he did, he got double and triple the amount of money of things. And then ended up getting a new car, got all new everything, got the new house, got everything. He's got like $4,000 in Nintendo shit. Like, you don't understand. He buys.
Right. Some pretty big windfalls with the equity in the house. He's got his parents who are giving, you said, around $250,000 to $500,000 a year. But at the same time, he's also filing for bankruptcy. How is that even possible?
This was something that Lana told me, I don't know, however many years ago, but she even forwarded it to me on my tablet at county, where it stated that, I don't know if it was bankruptcy, but it was something where he was, the creditors were after him over an almost $9,000 credit card with nothing but Uber Eats on it.
Maybe his parents have stopped supporting him.
I don't know. I just
No.
know that he's got $2,000 to spend on the bidet, $2,000 to buy plane tickets for a trip that they never took.
Bitch. Excuse me. Sorry if I call you bitch, but bitch, if I am making $500,000 a year, I'm putting a bidet in every toilet of my house, and I don't even like them. I'm going to just have them because they look cool. I'm going to put a bidet. I'm going to put a $2,000 bidet in that toilet. I'm going to put a $2,000 bidet in this toilet. Fuck it. I'm going to put a bidet for the dog. We'll have a doggy toilet with a bidet. Fuck you talking about $500,000 a year. You're tripping about his $4,000 Nintendo stuff? He never had this much money ever. I could already see it. And I'm not trying to disparage her ex-husband or nothing. I'm just saying she's smoking crack in jail and it's messing with her brain, allegedly.
You know, $4,000 in, Nintendo stuff and VR, and, they go to movies and they go out to eat all the time. Just, they're living large.
That's not even living large. That's living regular.
Can you ask, I don't know, who's the regular attorney? Can you ask, is this something that the court furnishes, or how do I submit this?
But Sarah, like a financial affidavit is basically just it's a financial statement that you give to the court saying.
I know what it is. I had to do one for the divorce. I don't care what form it is.
Bro, oh my God, bro. Man, I'll go to another story. I was messing with this girl and she was the same type of person. This one I didn't mess with too long. I was fucking with her for a couple of months. It was over. You can't tell her nothing. You cannot tell her nothing. I guess it's mansplaining or some shit. You see how she cuts him off right when he's about to explain what a financial affidavit really consists of? I already know. I did it for my divorce. I did it for my divorce. You can't tell her nothing. And that's why, again, if you can't tell somebody anything, they will never grow. They will never learn. They'll just stay within their own walls forever. That's Sarah. Stay away from these type of people. Women, men, stay away from these type of people because all you'll do is waste your own time.
Make sure that I want to submit what it is that I'm supposed to submit. And if there's a time frame on it, when is he supposed to submit his? I know there's no way that we're supposed to be waiting 60 damn days for this to be submitted, for her to review it and then say, okay, now what? And then have pre-trial what? He's trying to push pre-trial or trial like 2 or 3 days afterwards.
Mm. A huge help here would be if we could get the judge to appoint you an attorney.
I'll trade in my life. Do you understand? Listen, I will trade in my life
Bitch, no, you
for the
won't.
rest of it. Whatever I need to do, please, God, see if you can get me an attorney. Just please.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
I think what we need to do is we need to ask the judge for the court's help.
Is it like a secret where, they don't just, they don't offer it because they don't want to pay for it? Or, like, I don't understand why nothing's been done for me or anyone else in the past.
Beats me, sweetie.
And please, 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 if you've got your pen and paper or whatever it is, please write down, please call. And then please
I will.
find out about this financial affidavit. Like, I want to make sure that, how am I supposed to get mine?
I don't.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Just dog ear your page, bookmark it, or whatever you do on your computer, and I'll call you tomorrow, too.
All right,
I'm grateful. I'm just stressed out of my mind. Okay? I know you guys are, too.
I know.
Man, I feel sorry for him. Bro is getting abused. He's over here getting whacked around, abused, bitch licked. You know what I'm saying? Smacked across his face a couple of times. You idiot. That's what she's telling them, not me. Shit. Maybe it's a kink of his. Maybe he likes being told what to do. But I don't know. Sarah's a complete bitch. She's unhelpable. She's unfixable. She's unsolvable. You know what I'm saying? You can't help this woman. She just has to self-implode into her own destruction by her lonesome. And I highly doubt she'll ever see her son again. I don't wish that against her. You know, it's her kid, whatever. Do what you gotta do, fight to see her kid. But I don't even think she's gonna get to see her son again. And she doesn't deserve to. I wouldn't want my kid around that. I would be ashamed that I made a kid. Never mind. Anyways, folks, I love you guys. Stay inside, stay safe. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, share it to your peoples, put me out there, hit the like button. I'll see you real soon. Peace.